it's weird. I think like every 20 seconds or something I slide 1 pixel to the right. Not sure why that is. Anyways. Alright, level. They did not lock the door behind me this time, although I still can't go through it anyways. Get back here. Okay, well. I may not get up here. Okay. Higher than I can jump. Is that just like dead, or dead as in death? Okay, that is death. Doesn't even play the whole death sound, it's strange. Can I hit you? There you go. You have to hit the head, it looks like. Okay, anyhow. So, for once we actually have something over bottomless pit, which is gonna be a real joy to work with. With this game not really letting you look down very often, you run into the issue of not knowing when you're actually over bottomless pit or not. You really like putting stuff up where I can't reach it, game. Okay, yeah. Other transformation I still don't have yet. I had a feeling I was gonna be related. Okay, so... oh, yep, there it is. I was about to say, I feel like this is a room I'm gonna get out of by... Spider, that's what they call it. Strange, but okay. Oh, I have to draw it, though. Oh, boy. Spider robot sort of thing. It's actually basically the same color scheme, that's kind of funny. Darn, okay. Now, give me a minute to think of what this would be. I don't know if I'll be able to think of... I can probably think of something that has roughly this shape. We'll see. Okay, this is the thematic idea. See, again, we'll see how identifiable it ends up being. I have to take a little bit of liberties here. First we want this part to be a little bit egg-shaped. The scale's gonna be a little weird here, I admit. Let's see what we can do. Try to round out the left side a bit more. Yeah, the proportions are going to be a little strange compared to the source material here, but I do want to occupy the whole space here that we're going to have a hitbox derived from. So that's a start there. See if we can clean that up a little bit. This strict 1 pixel outline thing that I do probably does eat up a bit more time than it should. But I like having the well, one, I just like how it looks in general, but two, I also like the consistency of it. Almost there. Eh. Okay. That's not the most elegant looking shape, but imperfections are what make us human. And this is definitely not human, so I don't know where I'm going with that. Okay, but nevertheless, there are also other round shapes on this. I simply don't have enough round shapes that I'll put on this thing. Just realized I have no idea how part of this is going to work. Let's not... Okay, this is going to be a little weird. This is a bit of a strange creative interpretation of this. Let's put that on this side instead. And I guess likewise, doesn't feel right, but it's kind of all I can do to make this work. This is definitely going to be more inspired by something than like a faithful recreation of a particular thing. It is what it is. Put two of these up here though. Okay, and then from here. Now it's time for the actual legs. Yeah, this one might be and remain a little bit rough, to be perfectly honest, but it is what it is. Okay, and then from there, now I have the actual legs here. We have joints. I'm admittedly being pretty rough with these circular bits here. And also, what do the ends look like? Let me look at my reference again real quick. Scroll. Why can't I scroll anymore? There we go. That's what I thought. It gets a little bit more sharp towards the end. Kind of like that. Okay, so I have something like this. Yeah, the body is, like I said, a bit of a reinterpretation, to put it lightly. It's more like vaguely inspired. The legs are a bit more faithful to the design I'm going for here. I have no idea how this is going to look when it's moving either, but we'll see. Really not pleasing me, your shape here. Okay. this is just too wide up top here. Something more like that seems a lot better. Okay. And circle. It's kind of unfortunate you basically have to draw something 3 times like this, but at the same time, copy pasted look doesn't look so nice either if you only draw it once, so. Come on. There we go, at least 1 pixel variation there. Okay. Yeah, this is strange what this whole thing is, but oh well. Okay, now let's lock you. Base color. Oh. Let's use this as the base color, I think. Yeah. I can't perfectly recreate the colors here, but I think I'll get close enough. There are some subtle shades in the official design of this thing that I can't really reproduce. That's okay. Oh. There we go. But first, colors before I start shading stuff. Yeah, I don't really have the precise shade I want here. I just go with the purple here. I want more like a red purple. I'll go with that, and then I have a good highlight color. Good. And okay shadow color. Maybe that as a shadow color. I decide if I like this more. It's too saturated though. Okay. Maybe use a lighter color on here. I feel like that's closer to the original. Use a lighter color for these bits here. I don't know if that's totally accurate or not. Okay. And fill these in. And at this point I think it's just shading to be done. So you're already this color, right? Yeah. Something kind of subtle there. I don't think I actually want to... Yeah, maybe. Part's kind of sunken in. Okay. And you are already this color, yes. So then to shade you... Okay. Give you a nice highlight. feel like a little bit of a... something like that would make sense here. Feels like a little too much. I wish that wasn't solid white, but I can live with it. And likewise with these guys. And there's shading. Fairly simple shading on here. Okay. One little pixel bugging me here. Or maybe... there you go. Oh, lock it again. Okay, and then just the other color bits. Yeah, these are very not circular, but I mean, for something we're only going to spend some time looking at, and also keep in mind that you could just spend forever drawing this thing, given its size and so on. It's just, I don't want to spend an eternity on this. I also need to color these things in, which will basically just be dark since they're on the underside here. Okay, and almost done here. I'll just have to shade the light purple bits afterwards. I think we'll pretty much be done. Oh. There you go. Alright, I am kind of curious if it's apparent what this thing is supposed to be or not. Because, again, the body is quite liberally interpreted. Oh, whoops, I brought these ones down here, darn it. But the idea here is that this is basically a standalone version of the Sims pack from Invader Zim. With its whole, like, spider legs thing. Since this was straight up called Spider. This is bugging me a lot right here. There. I think it's a fun idea, especially since I'm already Gur most of the time. Just to highlight someone, shadows are another. It's a strange piecemeal way of doing that. And shadow on you, and then I'll have to do the highlights on the last two. Okay. Yeah, so I don't exactly have this right kind of like Birkin Scarlet of the ultimate here, unfortunately. So I had to use kind of a purple instead. But I think this worked out okay. The legs, at least, I think are roughly what they should be. It's more just the body. I had to make the, and this is the pack itself. I had to kind of move the little holes that the 3 holes that the legs come out of. They're not normally in a line like this. But these holes up here are normally the bits that actually like tendrils come out of them to actually connect to the Urkin's back, which you don't see very often in the show. But alright, so next time we'll actually see what in the world this thing looks like. Well, we see it on the top screen, but we'll see it in action. Bye everyone.